is February 7th, 2022. I just made some durum wheat semolina spaghetti style pasta again. And it's a staple ingredient. And I have leftover tomato sauce I made the night before last night. Give it a good waft. Smells sweet. Smells good. Looks amazing too. So to drain the pasta here, I warmed up some meatless meatballs and minced them. I don't know if diced would be the appropriate term. Now I have to drain this pasta here. Jeez, I hate when the steam comes back up. Sure, most of the liquid's out. I don't have to bother cleaning a colander, so you just carefully strain it using a fork as a method instead of a larger spoon or something. Okay. That's good. Get a plate out. Oh god. Getting close. That's good. Okay. This was stored at room temperature in a dry location in the house on the armrest of my couch over there, way over there, instead of by the sink, because we have sometimes saucepans filled with water overnight and stuff like that. So a precaution, I put it over there to keep it away from the moisture. Mostly it was because the plate of pasta I made 2 nights ago that I didn't finish the same night, which I had the morning after, or the following morning. I had wrapped up in plastic wrap and I stored it over there with the sauce. So, and when I was warming up the meatless meatballs, I had placed this bowl here with the sauce on top of the stove to get just a bit above room temperature. It's a little funny, huh? Look at that. It's got potato starch gluten in there. Oh, God. Yeah. Just take care of this a little bit. It's interesting, look at that. I hate when it gets on the stove and I have to get rid of those noodles. It smells amazing, the sauce. Turned out great too. think I also may have used a tablespoon of tamari in there, but I'm not sure. It's hard to remember. I'll remember based off of remembering the flavor of this. I'll make it again, the same way. But I would know whether or not I had used the tamari if I exclude it, possibly, or include it. It could be either or. I would figure it out next time. I have good memory when it comes to matching like flavors and things like that. Sometimes I get lucky. I'm able to identify things like that. When it comes to making a recipe with whether or not one ingredient was left out. Yeah. Just get rid of these noodles here. Oh. The rest of the sauce that's in here. Very good. Very good. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. That's good. Now I get my more special vegan Parmesan. Oh, almost fell. That would have been bad. Get it on camera. Woo. I love this stuff. There's a tendency that it gets on more clothing sometimes. Let me do this. Block that. Keep the key. Not sure how much is left. The Kindle's about to fall. There's a direct correlation with the use of the vegan Parmesan. I forget what it was. Just trying to make a comparison with. Yeah, my mind goes blank like that. Just I can't remember exactly what I was thinking ahead of time all the time. Just like it's like you know, I'm aware of who I am. You know, I don't have complete amnesia, but partial amnesia. But you know, in a way that still exists. It's part. I'd say I would describe it as partial amnesia, where it's like, oh, I can't remember exactly anything that I was going to try to come up with saying, and it's just like. But I've had complete amnesia, and it's really scary because it's like you have to be given, and you don't know. I didn't know my name. I'd ask. I was able to determine eventually within several, not several, almost a half a minute, who I was in the car with. And then I had asked him what my name was, and he had told me what it was, and I didn't recognize it. And that's like right away. And then I started freaking out a little bit because it's almost like being given a new name. You know, that's. But I know who I went back home that following night, and my parents did recognize me. This was 20 years ago, so it's not like I walked into some random person's house not knowing my who I was, and then like my parents being like, yeah, I have other family members, obviously, yeah, so. But it wasn't the greatest thing the following morning. That it was. I didn't know whether or not I would have if I was going to wake up the next day. You know, I didn't know, and I don't even want to talk about it too much because it's like a bit redundant. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's not the time to talk about it. But the whole thing is, I do have partial. The way I would describe it is like a my mind goes blank. You know, I'm sure that happens to people in general. You know. Anyways, 12:34 on. It's the 7th. Yes, February 7th, 2022.